Hello everyone, welcome once again. This is Pankaj with you with my Cosmo INT78 for WhatsApp and IBAO, and today I am going to do just a show introducing about flying the plane, and everything happens in the aviation world. Before going to the airport and flying the plane, starting up with the planes, I would like to show you what actually happens in the real world. As per you know that on the ground we have roads, and all the roads is a kind of route that leads to some cities, intersect with the cities or within the cities. So in the same way, the whole sky is divided in the vectors, which is enrouted, which are called vectors, and there are lots of routes. If I show you here now, here it is, you can see so many lines here. These lines are called airways. Like on ground we used to call roads, in the sky it is called airways. And there are some limitations about these word of sky, and let me zoom in. Oh my god, it is my net problem or what? It is coming so low, means yeah, there is a problem. Let me do one thing. Let me close for right now here. Yeah, that's that. Okay, now here it comes up. So you can see there are so many lines here, and these lines are called airways, same as on the ground it is said roads. Here it is called airways. So if I give you a little introduction about airways, like there are limitations. It is divided into the cruising altitudes that I will tell you later about it. And you can say that there are some arrows, like it is going this way, this is going this way. That means on these airways only the planes can come from northeast towards southwest. You can't fly from southwest to northeast on this airways, whereas on this airways you can fly only towards northwest, from from southeast to northwest. You can't fly from northeast to southwest, so or towards south. That is for southbound, and that is for northbound, and that is for southbound. But there are more signs like this. Such things, such icons means that this is two-way, that is one way, and that is two-way. You can go through and come. So that is these are two-way, and that is one way, like we have on the road, one way and two ways. So while planning, even before starting a flight, many things are done on the at the office, like routing. This is called routing. So there are waypoints. You can see many waypoints. Those are divided by the navets and waypoints. So they have waypoints, like if I show this is one waypoint, that is another waypoint, and the same way. So they pass on the way. That lots of things are there like that. and so we have to mention our waypoints, and then the procedures that how we are going to depart and how we are going to land. So like I have taken this SPKER, and that is the only waypoint in my route that I am planning to fly from Nashville to Memphis. From Nashville, that's the Nashville, and to Memphis, catching these airways, though each airways has their own name, same like as on the ground for the interstate or interstate or intercity roads. We have the name like national highways. In the same way, they have also have the airways name like this is J46 airways, J46, that is J42. So like that, it is all divided in that. And but on this is just a departure procedure, that how we are going to depart. So, and that's not a long flight, that's only 180 nautical miles, not a long flight. So there is only one waypoint on falling on the way, and that's the departure procedure, that how I'm going to depart. And so it has only one intersection, that is SPKER, which is for which will be, I guess, as it is showing here, that will be for the arrival also, as well as for the departure for Nashville. So if it was a long flight, then there will be more waypoints, but these are very short. So let's get started. So one thing is that in office they do the routing, and the other thing is that they do the fueling, that how much fueling and cruising, means at what altitude the plane will fly. That depends, flying the plane depends on the gross weight of the plane, that how much how much weight will be there, total weight, the gross weight, what will be the gross weight, and according to that it is calculated that at what altitude the plane will fly. So there are limitations about that also, and for that they book the tickets, as you know, and the baggages, they count the baggages, the weight, average weight they take like 65-70 kgs of for single person, because there might be lesser, there might be heavier. So they have a standard weight to calculate every passenger's weight. So they take as standard for like 75 or 70-75, depends on the company's procedure. And then the baggages, how much baggages will be going in the cargo, that is all calculated. And then the fuel, how much fuel will be required for the flight operation, so that is also required, that at what altitude it will cruise, and the fuel depends on that condition of wind condition, and the takeoff speeds and cruising altitude, that all counts for the fuel. And that is a long procedure that is done by the specialist in the office, and they calculate for the fuels, and but here and then they send it to the tower to schedule their flight, and that is done a few days ago, scheduling a flight for a flight operation. But here we are not in the real world, and we are on the virtual world. So here I will be submitting my flight plan after spawning into the airport. So how the fueling is done, that is also a very typical thing to calculate the fuel required for the flight operation. But here they are providing, for virtual world, here they are providing a software here, online software, to calculate the fuel. And that automatically calculates it will automatically calculate that how much fuel I will be requiring. So if I check out for it, I am going to depart from KBNA Nashville Airport. Every airport has their has its unique code. So that's KBNA, and I'm going to Memphis KMEM. That is the code for Memphis, and this is it. And the cruising altitude, at what cruising altitude I'm going to fly, it is 118 nautical miles, not a long, so I can't go too high. So even my payload will depend. So I will say that I will be cruising at flight level 220. So still for climb up, climb down, I am just leaving the margin with flight level 240 if I needed to climb for some reason. So I set it 240, and then I am selecting my aircraft type, that is Boeing 77 PMDG by PMDG, developed by PMDG. PMDG is a realistic is the official website for the Boeings that develops the realistic models for their aircraft for a training purpose, for the practicing. So that's a model I will be using, and if I create a flight plan, and here it will calculate for everything, that how much fuel I will be requiring, what will be a distance, and how much time it will take. So here it is saying the same is SPKER, as I already mentioned here, SPKER. So it is also suggesting the same waypoint, SID and star. SID stands for standard instrumental departure, and star stands for standard standard transition arrival route. So that is a SID and star for departure. That's for departure. That's for star arrival, and one waypoint, that is this waypoint is common for SID and star. So moving further, here it has calculated the route and calculate the fuel. The fuel required for a flight operation to complete flight means if I fly from from Nashville to Memphis, I will be requiring 4,188 pounds of fuel. But you can't leave it as it is. You have to carry extra fuels for many things, like for other Indian stars, taxing, and lots of things are there. And also here it should be in reserves plus extra fuel in case of you have to divert. That is compulsory to do that. So it is though the fuel usage will be 4,188, but for safety purpose in reserves it will be more than that. It should be more, and then the total fuel is required is 10,703. That's the fuel required, and so I know that how much fuel I will be requiring for a flight operation. Let's go inside the cockpit and let's get to the plane. And till I get inside the plane, oh my god, I also need to check for the weather conditions and everything. So and for that I will be needing to check for okay, one more thing I would like to tell you, that is that then at the time when a pilot goes to the airport for a flight operation, they carry the a few things like torch and one pen, some things, and like those, and then they carry the electronic flight bag that is required for the arrivals, to check for the arrivals and departures and arrival procedures, and for the airport maps that what will be the arrival for it, where it is. Okay, MEM. Oh my god. What have I lost? That KMEM and where is that Memphis? It was just now there, and I think I lost that. Nashville. Where is Nashville? That's not Nashville. KMEM and I got a message from someone. Hello. कहीं नहीं यार, जरा कहीं नहीं यार, बस थोड़ा कुछ कर रहा था मैं. तुम कैसी हो? Okay, so I am not able to find it, so let me start it again, because I am required. It is required, and what? It is not connected to the network. Why? What the reason? Perhaps my internet speed or what? Okay, here it is. It came up, but it is not as I was wanting to be. My airport is not showing up here. It should be there. Nashville, where is Nashville? KBNA is not showing up here. What? Yeah, here it is. KBNA, Nashville Airport, International Airport. I find out here, and here if I check for the METARs, the METAR is meteorological report, and it is saying from 170 degrees. There is a way to check out. I will treat it, but let me check for 170 degrees. So this is an electronic flight pack that I'm going to use, and it shows the road maps and all that. Airport maps and departure procedures, and not the routes, but yeah, navigate. It shows everything. It will show, and so I have to check that what these in blue they are the gates, and yellow they are the cargo, and in red that is a fuel pumps, and that's a cargo, and in green, as you see, it is the parking. So that is out, and the yellow lines you see are the taxiways, and this one with numbers is the runway. So as I know that it is 170 degree, wind is from 70 degrees, so I will be taking to the opposite side of the wind, and 170 degree means south, somewhere from here. So I will be taking off from runway 20 right, and so for that the best thing will for me will be taking gate B12. So yeah, B12. So let me set B12 here. That how I am going to B12, and then I will taking Tango 2. T2 is Tango 2, and then Bravo, and going to B is, that is a code, B for Bravo, and all that. It goes like that, and I'm going to take off from 20 right. And if I check for it, so T2 is not connecting. T2 is not connecting. Why? Let me check out. Tango to Bravo. Okay, Tango to Bravo. I got it. Why? So Tango to Bravo. Okay, that's gone, and I mentioned it here, 20, and now I will take Tango 2 and Bravo, and it should connect now. It is not connect, but let it be. It should connect like that, but still it's okay. So that's a electronic flight black I am talking about, and that's the departure. And let me set my I'm taking B12. So let me set B12 here. Select B12, and let me set it. I'm going to use some add-ons for my aircraft for the realistic conditions, like I will be using weather engine to get the realistic effect from the real world and the weather conditions and all that. So I will tell you that about reading the air meteorological report till it will load. So here we go, and let me start it. Okay, till it loads, let me tell you about it. It is okay, connected. So guys, here it is, the meteorological report for KBNA, and that is required to know before we start. So here it is saying that KBNA Nashville Airport generated, the report is generated on 23 at 1753 Zulu hours. The wind is from 170 degree 11 knots, 9 statistical miles. Not a good the visibility is not so good, only 9 nautical miles, static miles, not too far. And then it is saying that rain 9 static miles, and it is raining there. Few clouds at 8,000 feet, 800 wait 800 feet, then scattered sky at 7,500 feet, overcast at 9,500, and then the temperature is 14 and dew point is 13, altimeter 2994, and that's the report. So I know that what the situation of the airport and its environment, and sky over the airport, departure at Nashville. So Nashville, I told Nashville because I have a place here. So I got it, and so let us get inside the that's not the this is not the Boeing 737-800. I will set it a while. So here it is. Let me start a control panel to connect to the network, and I hope that you will be able to hear my sound, and hear my voice, and it will not be so noisy. So this is a software to connect to the network for the organization where I am flying, to connect to the virtual world, where we will be flying online with other planes. You can see that right now I am not having my plane is not there, KBNS is no plane here, but other planes are flying. So when I will be connected, so other planes who are flying like that, it will come up that there are two departures at KMEM. So when I will be connect to the network, then here it will show that to my about my plane. Here it is showing who are flying. They are, that's CHA CH420 one, and other is J14625 Bravo. They are flying to one is flying to KFLL and other is flying to Charlotte. So we get the details about all the places around, flying around on the virtual world. Once we are connected, I will also be shown up here, and can be seen by anyone. So guys, it is there, and let me connect to my let me start my let me get my plane, and that's it. And I have to set a few things. I know it is going to be a long video, long demonstration perhaps, yeah, but just to let you know, I want to do everything. So that's is a spice delivery I'm going to start with, and here we connect, here we start, and let me close this for right now, as I need to start few more things. So guys, this is the cockpit mode, not a virtual cockpit. I will turn towards the virtual cockpit so that I can show the whole cockpit to you and the things. Let me start a few one add-on from here that will give me the effect of that will provide me the co-pilot who will assist me doing the flight operations, and here it is. So I will be communicating to my virtual co-pilot, and we will be doing the things together. Let me keep it here. Okay, so now let me get to the virtual cockpit, and that's it. So guys, here it is. This is the cockpit, and let me set few things here, and lots of things coming up, guys. So first of all, let me set up the fuel, 5,000 pounds. Okay, these are show, so I would like to show you. And if I check for the fuel, and here it is showing 5,000 pounds. That's what I was requiring. Okay, and that's done. So let me get into the cold and dark state. Cold and dark state is kind of the state that where it will be the first day, first flight of the day, and everything is turned off. So let me set that load that position. This and just cold and dark, and it will shut down everything. So guys, you can see that everything is turned off, there is nothing on, and we'll restart with the flights, with the procedures, that how they start a plane and all that. So if I go to the overhead panel, I need to check for a few things that they all the switches are off and all that. So let me get on here and let me turn off these switches which are on. Yeah, it won't turn off all the switches going to the cold and dark state. Few switches I need to set it off manually, and done. So guys, here it is, and let me show you one more thing that I was telling you about my about. So guys, this is the cockpit layout, that how the cockpit looks like, and so many instruments and so many things here that you may mess up it, you may confuse what is used for what and what is what. So in general people can never know that what's there and what all the instruments are there. So that is needed for a flight operation. Some are inoperative and not simulated, and most of the instruments are operable. So most of them are simulated. So I will be going to show you the complete show about it. So we are at the airport, and our plane is standing at the gate, and doing the starting up with the procedures. First of all, first thing first, I would like to connect to the wet sim. Here we go, and here is a weather engine which will insert the realistic weather conditions from the real world, all the effects and everything. It will insert from collecting the data and then give the effects. So here it is. It is already taken KBNA, flying to KMEM, and here it is, and from KBNA to KMEM, and update weather. So here it will start updating my the weather, and till then let's get out of the cockpit and come on. Oh my god. As it is downloading the grid and not letting me come out. I should have come out before. So let me try coming out like this way. No. Okay. Has it hang? Oh, my. Okay, so here we are, and that's my Boeing 737-800, how it looks like, and so till it updates the weather conditions and all that, it is preparing the weather data and all that, and will give the effect. Right now you can see that it is dry, and soon you will see that as it is raining, it will start raining, and the floor will get wet when it works. So till then, let me request for the services And let me check for the fuel system. Fuel, yeah, 45571. No, it changed as I have gone to cold and dark. Let me reset it, and I'll set 2500 fuel, parts of fuel, and here also I will set 0, and here I will set 2500. There are some glitches in that, but that's okay. It is not fully developed, but it's okay. The other version of advanced version of this one have much more better features, but I have not I haven't get it. So here we go. 2500, yeah, so it is showing 2500, 5000. Here it's showing 5000 lbs parts of fuel, and if I click OK, here it is showing 5000, and that's fine. So let me click OK, and let me remove this weather preparation, and let me call for the, okay, it is because of it is not taking the other one. I think my network is slow, and that is why perhaps some problem with my network. Let me check out for the why it is taking so much time. Not so bad. Network is okay, and still I'm not sure why it is taking time. Let it be. So yeah, here it comes. You see that it has started raining. It is showing the it has started bringing the effect, the rain. You see, so you can see it is getting. It is showing the wet effect, wet ground, as it is raining, and that is because of this weather engine that is collecting all the data from the real world, and is injecting it to my simulator, and so my simulator is working accordingly, and taking the effects, giving the effects of same like in the realistic world. So it is still updating. You can see updating the weather conditions from the real world, and once it is done, here it will show. Here it is. It comes up, and updating has been done, finished. Yes, and let me close it for right now, and so that's it. And as per procedures, let me start with refueling. First of all, as I said, that everything is submitted before, and I have not submitted my flight plan. Till the refueling will be done, I will submit my flight plan to the tower, and request refueling first of all. So soon the fuel tank will come, and till then let me send a flight plan to the tower, and I am taking off from KBNA going to KMEM, my only waypoint, and alternate is none. I will be cruising at flight level 220, and current time is 1822 hours plus I will take 25. Let me take 1800 50 Zulu hours, 1850 Zulu hours, 1850 Zulu hours, and 0050 time 0050, and the fuel on board 0200, and let me send it to the tower. So here is here the fuel tank has arrived. Tanker has arrived, and let me get inside the cockpit. Okay, I will do that later. I will tell here. Now see it. It will inject the. That is mobile fuel pump, and here he inserted the latch, and now it is asking how much fuel I want. So I will set that fuel. I will go to fuel, change fuel, and I will say that I will be requiring. Let me set it. I will be requiring 5500. 10,000. Okay, let me take 11,000. So 5500 fuel on left tank, and 5500 of fuel in right tank. That will be total of 11,000. It's okay. It is saying like that, but it's okay. That is still more than what I require. So I said okay, and here it is, and I will say okay, and you will see that it will start fueling up. So here it started fueling the. Now here this is a glitch where it will stop, and it is done. So it will say that fueling has been done, and let me get inside the cockpit now. So, and let's start the procedures with pre-flights and all that. So now fueling has been done, and as per procedure, let me request for the catering services now, and Southwest, okay, and catering service will arrive, and till then let me start with the procedures. So first of all, we will check that all the circuit breakers are in, which are, we will check that parking brake is set. The parking brake is set. Then I will check that spoilers are off, throttle is idle, flaps are off, and all the switches are off. So safety checks completed, and now I will start with the pre-flight check procedures. Start powering the cockpit, and I will ask my first officer to assist me. Let's get started.
Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Let's get the show on the road, and you can see that the jetway started moving. Okay, it is not moving because I must not be very much little out. Okay, so that is the reason, and here it is. So jetway operate. Though it should operate the jetway, and though it have not, because of that glitch, and so he has turned on the master battery switch. My turn to do emergency light arm, position on, and no smoking signs on, and as catering service must be arriving, so let me open the left side doors for the caterers. And here it is. I will go to our doors, and doors open, and then final brake is set, so let me remove the chokes, and payload I will set empty because of I have another add-on, and fuel that is required 11,000 of fuel, and that's done. I have given the differences here, and let us see outside what's happening here. You see that caterers have arrived, and they have started their drop, and you can see that, but I can stand here. I need to do the things. So catering service is going on, and let me do my own my things. So I am waiting for my first officer to start the AV generator. Oh, he already started. So let me do the test. So for that, let me change the view. Yeah, he has already started, and let me do my part of the jobs, and that is I will go to the overhead panel. So this is the view of the cockpit, and I am just standing like that, and let us do it like this way. So first of all, I will turn on the recirculation fans on, and it will bleed on, and
I'm out for the walk around.
let me pressurize it. It is pressurizing, and open, and left and right packs on, and here windows heat on. Come on. And windows heat on. Probably it will not be on right now. It should not be on the ground. And engine hydraulics I will set on, and I will set that will I will do that later. And instrument overheat dash pass light on, and here I will check for the trim rate is on, and that's set cabin, that's auto, and that's good. So here I will check for flight recorder. The light should go off. I will turn off the caps and remove the caps, and test, and it's off, pass. And then I will set the IRS, both the IRSs to nav mode here, and it will align. And let me do the flap test. Till then, flap test pass, IRS 1 to nav, and yaw damper on. And for right now I have done, light off. Okay. For right now I have done that, and let me get back to the cockpit mode, and let me set that cruising altitude. Cruising altitude is 2200, let me set 2200 here, and the landing altitude of the destination airport is, if I check, 140, so 340, so let me set 350, that is closest, 350, and that is done. So it is asking me to close the doors, and let me set it and close the doors, Service doors closed. And
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
yes, please.
Okay.
And doors are open. Okay, it's okay. And let me do the test, oxygen test. Oxygen test pass. And let me close it. FMC test, FMC 1 test pass, FMC 2 test pass. And advisory, if I click on it, lights on. Advisory test pass. And let it turn it off, close. And landing gear, the light should go dim. Landing gear test, light dim to get it normal. And now let me turn on the VOR.
Okay, I'm back from the walk around. Everything looks good.
Okay, thanks. And VOR's on the both side here. And I would like to see that terrain here, position, data, airport, waypoints, and that. Okay. So that's done. And now let me do the radio test. In radio test there are two tests, radio test 1 and radio test 2. And while I will doing here for radio test 1 here and for radio test 2 here, and they will go yellow, and each time the compass will move. So here it goes, yellow and compass, test pass, and here also yellow and compass. So radio test pass. And let me test this. Here it test pass, light on, test pass, and here it goes, test pass. And let me set the Unicom 122.80 because there is no active tower right now. I don't think so. So 122.80 active tower I have set to. Oh, Memphis Center is there. My God, it will cover up. Okay, so Memphis Center is back again, and so that's done. And let me turn on the flight directors. Here is a flight directors on. And now let me start doing planning the flight plan. And this is the FMC called FMC Flight Management Computer, the brain of the plane. So here we go. I am at K, where I am. Oh, KBNA. And I'll take this point and to align myself to the global position, and that's it. And if I go to route, KBNA, destination is JMEM, and my only point is, what was that? And my only waypoint is SPKER, SPKER, and I set it active and execute, activate and execute. And if I check for the Progress 179 nautical miles, and that's correct. Right? I'll set my forecast. For forecast, I will take the references from here, and that's the weather forecast I need to set. So if I check for the upper forecast, I'll be cruising at flight level 220. That was between, so I will take the upper one. So flight level 240. The wind is from 23663. 236/6, and at flight level 220. I'll take both the references. Flight level 200. The wind is from 244.56, 244.56, and if I check for the lower atmosphere, flight level 180, third reference will be flight level, that will be transit point also, and the wind is from 260.51, 263/51. That is done, and let me close it. Okay, so let me do the ground proximity one. Now more tests coming up.
Light slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
And that's done. I am not sure if you were able to hear that or not, because I have reduced the sound so that you may be able to hear my sound. And then I will do the, okay, I need to set it here. I will set, I would like to see weather on this side, waypoint, airport, and position. So that's done. Here it is shown, it comes up, and I'll set it to weather plus terrain, and that is set on, and let me tilt it above 5 degree up, and let me do the test, and here it will show a test, weather test pass, and now let me check for the time. 11 minutes left. Let me start loading the passengers now, and I am flying to Memphis, KMEM, and 1 hour, 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, okay, 1 hour, and
Destination set.
1 hour, because, yeah, that will be fine.
Destination set.
Load real time 10 minutes.
Engine instrument check blank.
And here we start, and let me set up the things here, and if I check for the gross weight, no red, so everything is fine. So let me go back here, preference initialize, and I will check For zero fuel weight, put it back. I will be getting gross weight, which is correct. 2.7 in reserves. Cost index is 5. I am getting flight level 220 FL 220. Here temperature is 12. 1, 2, and transfer is fine. That's done. And one limit. That's okay. Preset. I will take your class 5 and done. So let me start the pre-flight checklist with my first officer, and hydraulics are not on. Let me turn on the hydraulics here. Let me pressurize it. Hydraulics on, and let me check for a system here for the hydraulics. Here it is. Hydraulics turned on, and let me start with the pre-flight checklist with my first officer. And 3011 set, okay. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal, auto. Window heat, on. Pressurization mode selector, auto. Flight instruments.
Altimeter 3011 set. Altimeter 3011 set.
Checked. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off. Cut off. Cut off. Cut off. Cut off. Set and check.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
So pre-flight checklist has been completed, and let me request for a clearance from the tower, and for that let me connect to the tower. And the frequency is 133.650. 133. And let me set it active. There it goes. And let me set for the volumes. And here are load sheet.
Here's the load sheet for you.
Memphis Tower, good evening. This is IND 738 with you at gate B12 at Nashville
Watch out for your
Airport.
leg, please.
Requesting clearance to KMEM as per flight plan.
IND 738 Memphis Center. Are you capable of doing the balloon's arrival into Memphis?
Say again, IND 738.
Yes, sir. Are you able to do the star arrival into Memphis? The balloon's star arrival?
Affirmative, sir.
IND 738, you're cleared to the Memphis airport via radar vectors speaker, and then direct Memphis, climb and maintain 4,000, expect flight level 220 within 10 minutes after departure. This will be your departure frequency, squawk 5670.
Welcome aboard our flight today. In preparation for departure, please
Memphis Center, requesting repeat. Say again, please.
This does include any purses, backpacks, briefcases, laptop computers.
I'm sorry, IMD 738, say again, sir?
All items placed beneath the seat.
Memphis Center, kindly say again the clearance. IMD 738.
Were you able to copy your clearance, sir?
Roger, sir.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
Hello.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Memphis Center, IND 738, clearance to Memphis via vectors, initial climb flight 4,000 feet, squawk 5670, received IND 738.
IMD 738, Memphis Center, readback is correct. National altimeter 293. You can expect runway 20 right for departure. Let me know when you're ready for taxi.
Departure 20 right and 738. So I got a clearance and it is saying to via vectors, and the way he said is that we are from flying towards west. So westbound is, if I check for a westbound from runway 20 right, and that will be dials, spikers, and like that. So that's it. So that's the vectors, what it is called, and I will that and then like that and then going like that. So that's done, and let me set the same.
Hey guys, all passengers are on board. Are we clear to close?
Mistake 52, 56. You're leaving my airspace to the east Atlanta Center's offline. Radar services are terminating. Frequency changing accounts approved.
All passengers are aboard.
And Daniel 53.
Ready to go. Thanks for your service. 6256. See ya.
Welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us today. Before takeoff, we encourage you to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of this aircraft.
Route
attention to the cabin crew while we display the safety features and procedures of this aircraft in case of an emergency. In an emergency, please remain in your seat with your seat belt fastened. In case of a drop in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will deploy from the panels overhead. Pull the oxygen mask towards you and place over your head. The mask can be tightened by pulling on the straps at the front of the mask. The bag may not inflate even though oxygen is flowing. If there is smoke in the cabin, the walkway emergency lighting will display to the exits, which are located here and here. In case of an extreme emergency landing, you will be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees with your hands over your head. We would also like to remind you that all electronic devices should be turned off for takeoff and that mobile phones must not be used for the duration of the flight. We thank you for your attention during this brief presentation.
And my speed references are 145, so I will set 150. Test, terrain and coloring. Tikas test pass and stall test, stall warning test. There it goes. Pass. That pass. OSP test. Pass. OSP test will pass and.
Movement Center, Metro 4243 with your flight level 370. Metro 4243, Memphis Center.
And I will bring up with flash 5 and alert. My vectors, okay.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off from the gate. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff, using rated thrust, planning a Flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. In the event of a malfunction prior to V1, I will either call reject or continue. Standard low-speed reject procedures below 80 knots. Between 80 knots and V1, I will only conduct a high-speed reject in the case of an engine fire or failure, predictive wind shear warning, or if there's any condition that makes the aircraft unable or unsafe to take into the air. I will simultaneously close the thrust levers, disconnect the auto throttle, apply maximum manual braking or verify the operation of the RTO auto brake, apply maximum reverse thrust, verifying the extension of the speed brake and bring the aircraft to a complete stop and set the parking brake. We will then run the appropriate checklist and evaluate our options. If you can monitor my actions and make the standard reject takeoff calls, including any abnormalities that you observe before advising ATC. From V1, or if the call is to continue, I will continue the takeoff as per standard company procedures. We will climb to the minimum sector altitude and track clear of local terrain. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. All going well, the departure routing will be via ATC vectors. No noise abatement procedures required. Flight directors are on. Mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and aircraft defect log have been reviewed. The local terrain and current weather poses a threat. We will treat all ground proximity warning system terrain alerts as genuine and won't rush any procedures today. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of the flight crew and staff, we want to welcome you aboard the aircraft and thank you for choosing us for your flight and travel carrier. If there's anything that we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, please ask the cabin crew. Thank you.
Before start checklist. Before start checklist to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. Fuel 10.9 thousand pounds. Pumps on. Passenger signs on. Windows.
Locked on the left.
Locked on the right. MCP.
Thanks, let me know if you need anything.
V2 150. Heading 220. Altitude 4000.
Checked. Takeoff speeds.
V1 133. VR 135. V2 145.
Checked. CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Completed. Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
Below the line.
Flight deck door closed and locked. Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Cabin crew, arm slides.
Memphis Center, IND-78 at Nashville Airport, B12 request for pushback and engine start for runway 20 right.
IND-738 to Memphis Center, pushback and engine starts approved. Expect 20 right, advise ready for taxi.
Pushback and engine start approved, IND-78. Engine start procedure. Start sequence is 2, then 1.
Check.
Start number 2.
Starting 2.
Release parking brakes. Release parking brakes.
Check.
Release parking brakes. Express 240 US, sir. Commencing push.
you may experience turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft, 2 forward, 2 aft, and 2 over each wing. Please take a moment to locate the exit nearest you. In some cases, the exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you toward the exit. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide, which may also be attached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and air pressures are always being monitored. In the event of an decompression, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask.
Starter cutout.
If you are traveling with a child
Flaps
or
5.
someone who requires assistance,
Flaps
secure your
5.
mask on first and then assist that other person. Keep your mask on until an uniformed crew member advises you to remove it. In the event of an emergency, please assume the bracing position. Lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head. Press the straps around your waist and adjust to the front. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill the vest, blow into the mouth. Use the whistle and light to attract attention. Also, your seat bottom cushion can be used as a flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms to the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Having smoking section located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. You will find this and all other safety information in the card located in the seat pocket in front of you.
Memphis Intake Command Express 240, your flight level 370.
We wish you all
Command Express 240, Memphis Center, welcome. There is some weather starting at your 12 o'clock 10 miles. Scattered areas of rain and occasionally some moderate. I believe most of it will be below your...
Fuel truck disconnected. 5 knots being removed.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist, generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice off, isolation valve auto, engine start switches, continuous,
Clear.
recall,
Right,
check,
it's clear.
auto brake, RTO, engine start levers,
Idle detent. Idle detent. Idle detent. Idle detent.
flight controls,
Full left. Full right. Center.
check,
Full up. Full down.
check,
Center.
check,
Rudder. Full right. Full left. Center.
check,
Check.
dispatch clearance,
Received. Checked.
checked, before taxi checklist complete.
Memphis Center at Nashville Airport and 738. Request taxi to runway D20 right.
IMD 738 to Memphis Center, taxi 2, runway 20 right, Tango 2, Bravo, Nashville altimeter 29901.
Taxi to runway 20 right via Tango 2, Bravo and 738. Clear left.
Clear right.
am right here, and that's right in front of me is Tango. So Tango 2. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green lights.
Stabilizer trim.
Trim 5.3 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
I have forgotten to start my 2 of the add-ons, and let me start that while I am taxiing. That is rewrite for the realistic effect, and for that let me start these two. I forgot that starting these two of dialogues. And here it is connected.
The cabin is secure.
Check. And one more add-on is this.
Good afternoon, Giant 4460. You have your request put back on the Victor. Giant 4462 Heavy, Memphis Center, push back onto Victor is approved with engine start. You can tail east would be best if you can do that. The Aviation Echoes current Memphis altimeter 2971. Push back on Victor approved tail east, and we'll go pick up Echo Giant 4462 Heavy. Metro 4243 back with you. Metro 4243, thank you.
Takeoff procedure.
Check.
December FedEx 904 taxi with information echo. FedEx 904 Memphis Center, taxi 2 runway 1 center via Alpha Bravo. Everything will be a hold time for FedEx 904. Metro 4243, these areas of moderate scattered precipitation beginning at 12 o'clock, 60 miles, extending on a north-south line. Looks to be, let me see here, maybe about Alright, so I'll give you a task report. India, November, Delta 738, IND 738, wind 160 at 11, runway 20, right, fly runway heading, maintain 4,000, cleared for takeoff.
Clear to take off, runway to your right, maintaining 4,000 and
Southwest 3495, follow 370. Southwest 3495, no center. FedEx line 04, 18, go. FedEx 904, runway 18 center, line up and wait. Runway 18 center, FedEx 904. FedEx 904, winds 200 at 17, press 25, runway 18 center, RNAV Cheeto, cleared for takeoff. Vehicle 18 center on Cheeto, FedEx 904. Memphis American 2 is with you, climbing through flight level 3494-370. American 2, left center, welcome.
and heavy roll.
Memphis Center, Giant 4462, heavy with Echo, ready for taxi, runway 18 center. Giant 4462, Memphis Center, taxi 2, runway 18 center via Bravo. Let me see, I don't know if you have Bravo. Taxi 18 center via Yankee, Alpha, Bravo, cross runway 27.
Check. 18 knots.
Calling 18 center by Yankee Alpha Bravo, cross runway 27, Giant 4462 heavy.
Heavy radar contact at 1,500, climb maintain 16,000. 16,000, FedEx America.
400 feet.
India, November Delta 738, radar contact at 1,300, climb and maintain 15,000. India, November Delta 738, Memphis Center, climb and maintain 15,000.
1,000 to level.
Heavy center clear to 100,000 and 38.
Yes, sir, 15,000 feet, sir.
Clear to 15, flight line 150 and 738.
India November Alpha 738, turn right, heading 260.
Checked.
Right, heading 260 and 738. Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps up. Checked.
Star Metro 4243. Everything we're above right now is well below us. Do have some higher stuff to our south, and looks like you've got a cell probably about 25 miles at our 12 o'clock. Can we get about 10 degrees to the left of that?
Metro 4243, deviations left of course approved. Proceed direct. Hard C when able, and just advising you're back on course.
Alright, deviation left course approved, HUT 2 enable, and will advise, Metro 4243.
Cheyenne 4462, heavy wind 200 at 17 gust 25, runway 18 center, RNAV ribs, cleared for takeoff.
After takeoff checklist.
After
RNAV ribs, runway 18 center, cleared for takeoff, Giant 4462 ready.
landing gear, up and off. Flaps, up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete.
FedEx now 4, climb and maintain level 230.
All electronic devices.
Checked.
Please stop the duration of the flight.
Happy to release the cabin crew?
Southwest 3435, contact
Yes,
Kansas City
please.
Center 125172. Kansas Center 125, Southwest 3495, thanks, good. India November Delta 738, proceed direct speaker.
Direct to speaker and 738.
Okay to release the cabin?
Yes, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now serving drinks.
Southwest 3495, FS.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now serving sandwiches.
India November Delta 738, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Displayed on the screens at the front of the cabin. You will find a set of headphones
Clear to
seat
flight
buttons
level
in front of
220
you, and you can adjust the language and volume on the controls in your armrest.
Cheyenne 4462, you got radar contact at 1,500, climb and maintain 16,016.
Climb and maintain 16,000, Giant 4462 ready.
Express 240, descend at pilot's discretion, flight level 330. Descend down on discretion, just like the receive is 0, Canadian Express 240.
Metro 4243 is direct HUT C.
Metro 4243, thank you. Delta Center, Delta 2489, level at flight level 390. Level 2489, Delta Center, welcome. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. American 2, contact Kansas City Center 125.72.
London 25.72, American 2.
Remember, Center American 2204, Nashville, request software classes route.
Reaching transition
Set
elevation.
standard.
904, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Set standard. Set,
Blue 360, FedEx 904.
set standard. Set standard.
American 2204, you're cleared to Michigan Airport via Tasmo 3, Burmese. Climb and maintain 4,000, expect flight level 330 within 5 minutes. This will be your departure frequency, squawk 5625.
Includes Thomas Hall as with the departure preference position in as well. On the 4,000 departure with you, and we'll put 5625 in the box for American 2204.
2204 readback is correct. National altimeter 2990.
Now let me
Engine start and push at your discretion. Advise 20 left, or 20 left for departure. Advise ready for taxi.
Okay, we'll call for taxi, expect 20 left for American 2204.
Canadian Express 240, you're leaving my airspace to the southeast. Atlanta Center is currently offline. Radar service is terminated.
Sit back,
Frequency change
your
helicopter.
flight. Thank you. Would you like to fasten seatbelt sign to auto?
Switching to Unicom, Canadian Express 240. Thank you very
yes,
much.
please.
Roger. Okay.
Hello, flight deck.
Hi, it's Andy at L1. How can I help you?
Hi, could you bring us a couple of crew meals, please?
Okay, I'll bring them up in a minute.
You may now take off your seatbelt, but we encourage you to remain seated with your seatbelt fastened at all times.
Hi guys, here are the crew meals you asked for. Enjoy.
Thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hello, flight deck.
Hi, it's Andy at L1. How can I help you?
Hi, could you bring us some water, please?
Okay, I'll bring the drinks up in a minute.
Channel 4462, climb and maintain flight level 230.
And 4462, can you please repeat that last transmission?
Channel 4462, heavy climb and maintain flight level 230.
Checked.
Climb and maintain level 230, then 4462 heavy.
Hey guys, here are the drinks.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I am checking the arrival runways, what could expecting arrival runways, and here it says landing runway 18 left and 18 right, and okay, so 18 left and 18 right. Good. I can see. Fine. So let me check for the arrival procedures, and I have to prepare it because it is a short flight, not a long flight, and I need to check it out fast. So 18 right and 18 left. So if I check for it, and arrival procedures, I am coming from north, and that's it. So arrival north, 18 right and 18 left. That will be 18 right and 18 left. So it will be Blaz. Yeah, it will, that will be Blaz. And so coming from north, expect 18 left or 18 right, probably 18 right, and plus 1B, and here 18 left plus 18B, and plus 2, and here also plus 2, 18B for both. So if I uncheck it, cancel it.
I'm looking at Delta 5275. Can you read me?
Delta 5275, Memphis, yes sir.
Expecting and FX
Roger that, thank you, bud.
TXV transfer point, and if I check it, so how it will be is that this will be a procedure, and for the arrival,
Giant 4462, climb maintain flight level 350.
Maintain flight level 350, Giant 4462, heavy.
FedEx 905.
18 right, plus
Correction, American 2204, Memphis.
Information 204.
Yes sir, we got call all here. Gonna have to
activate.
close up very shortly. Your departure will be with Unicom, sir, the Nashville altimeter 29900, 160 at 10.
Okay, departure with Unicom, we are ready to taxi. Let us know if you need to go, understand?
Yes sir, if you would just go ahead and taxi out Unicom, thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Have a good day.
Not a nice left.
FedEx 905, your departure, Memphis, sir, will be closing here very shortly. Your departure will be with Unicom, sir. Thanks.
So let me do that arrival briefing. Arrival will be like approach briefing starts, and that will be by ILS landing, and flaps 40, approx fixed altitude, I think that will be 2000, and aero is 50, and this airport will be 2000.
Are you planning anything special when we get to our destination, Captain? You can come shopping with me if you want.
And guys, done, and auto brake set 2, and that's okay. Guys, done. Concerns. Then tearing, and let me call for a flight attendant.
Hello, flight deck.
Hi, it's Andy at L1. How can I help you?
Hi. Just to let you know, we'll be starting our descent shortly.
Thanks for the update.
So if I check for the arrivals, and approach will be
FedEx 904, if you would contact Kansas City Center 125.72. 125 Memphis, then do fly FedEx Memphis. Thank you. IND 738, the center is now closing. At this time, radar services are terminated. Frequency change to Unicom approved. I have no traffic for you going into Memphis.
Memphis Center, thanks for being with me and going Unicom 122.780. Have a good day.
Delta 489, the center's closing shortly. The next sector, Atlanta, is currently offline. Radar services are terminated.
So I have my own routing now, and as I know 18 right and 18 left, so let me set my arrivals, and arrival will be 18 right, unless 18 right or 18 left, what it is I have set. 18 right, so I let 18 right, and plus 1 to 2 that, and division, and set, and route, set it that, activate, and that's done. Good. So how many nautical miles left? 109 nautical miles left. So we are passing through the clouds. So let me turn on the NTIs, and yeah, that will be better. Clear it. And then 9 nautical miles, and let me start descending. So let me call.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we'll begin our descent to your destination here in just a moment. On behalf of the flight crew and staff, I wanted to thank you for flying with us today, and I hope that you choose us for all your flying needs in the future. Thank you.
Radar till below, as we are going to descend now. And let me do the briefing. Approach. Okay, this is 200, so minimums let me set 200, and this side is 200. Okay. Let me reset 10,000 feet. And minimum is 2,000, and let me do the briefing. So next.
Are you ready for the approach brief? Okay. The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 40 landing. Final approach fixed altitude is 2000 feet. Decision altitude is 200 feet. Missed approach altitude is 2000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. We'll use the APU, but please delay the start until my command, as we have a long taxi in. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No questions. Approach brief complete.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 350 feet. Recall checked. Auto brake off. Landing data checked.
Set and check.
Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete. Checked. Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
We started descending our destination, and let me set it. We are not flying among the clouds, so I can turn off the NTIs. And we are on top of descent, and let me start descending fast. And let me set auto brake to enter, and let me do the briefing.
Checked.
We're passing transition altitude, Captain.
Transition.
Approach checklist.
Altimeters.
Altimeter 297 set 1 set.
2971 set. Approach checklist complete.
And 109.90. 109.90. Course is 180. Let me set course 180 here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are descending to our destination. Please fasten your seatbelts and ensure all seats and tray tables are in the upright and locked position.
Cabin is secure.
Check. no traffic other than one plane on departure, and that's fine. So I'm very close to the destination, not too far. And if I check for the destination, 68 nautical miles left, and that's fine. And here it says, okay. Aero 200.
1,000 to level.
Aero set 200. And we will be going to land in 17 minutes left. Oh my god, I am late. Yeah. But anyway, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut off few waypoints. Division, where is division? That's a division. Okay, that's fine, division. And then let me direct to division. And now 60 nautical miles left. And
1,000 to level.
Direct to division. Fixes. Okay. And reducing more waypoints.
Descending below 10,000 feet, Captain.
Mackay, back to Mackay. Cutting off, and let me reset. 4,000 feet. And lights on. Bring the lights on. Taxi lights on. And how many nautical miles left? 48 nautical miles left. And here it is saying 186. No. That will be 240 slash 40. My landing data.
Ladies and Gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or an overhead bin.
And how many
Please turn off all
devices
electronic
left?
devices until we are
What
safely
is the
parked at the
device
gate.
left?
Thank you.
And my landing replicas? $137 and minimums. Okay, I will be landing with 137. Fine. So I am almost there. Altitude is 5,000.
$5,000.
Hello, flight deck.
Hi, it's Andy at L1. How can I help you?
1,000 to level.
Hi, could you bring us some water, please?
Okay, I'll bring the drinks up in a minute.
Everything is set. Set.
Hey guys, here are the drinks.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Did you hear that? She welcomed me, man. Guide slope and let me start more to 2,000 feet.
Check. 1,000 to level.
Check. And guys, here we are very close to the destination, and flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
2,500. 2,500.
Runway.
Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land.
Final approach fix.
Please remain
Height
seated until
checked.
we have stopped.
Missed approach altitude set.
Flaps 5.
Speed checked. Flaps 5.
Flaps 10. Flaps 10.
Speed checked. Flaps 10.
Flaps 15.
Speed checked. Flaps 15.
Flaps 25.
Speed checked. Flaps 25.
Flaps 30.
Speed checked.
Gear down.
Flaps 30. Checked.
Gear down. Gear down. Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 40.
Speed checked. Flaps 40.
Landing checklist, please.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Armed. Armed. Armed.
Localizer alive.
Armed. Set and check.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 40. Green lights. Flaps 40 green light.
Landing checklist complete. Glide slope alive.
I see a plane right in front of me. That's also 737-800, and I'm not sure if it is landing or what. I'm number 2. If it is landing, let me check out what it is.
Checked.
It is taking off. Okay. Here we have started descending. I can't see the runway lights. Let me check for the runway. Visibility is low. That's the runway. Okay.
Checked.
One thousand.
1,000 feet. Not stable.
Approaching minimums.
Landing manually.
Check.
Minimums. 500
feet.
400. 400.
Glide slope.
Approaching minimums. 200 minimums.
Glide slope.
100. 100.
Glide slope.
50. 40. 20. 10.
City brake up. Brake disarm. Reverse your stall.
Reverse thrust and sail.
The aircraft has come to a complete halt and the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign.
And I have landed.
Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and comfort,
Master caution, anti-ice.
until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will indicate that we have parked at the gate and that it's safe for you to move about. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you, and please
Start the APU.
Starting 2. Starter cutout.
Start the APU.
Starting APU.
Electronic devices and smoke in the designated areas. We'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we look forward to seeing
Oil
you
pressure.
on board again in the near future. We hope you have a nice day.
And let us check for the way I have landed, and let me play, do the replay for it, and let me take last 300 seconds, and here we go. What? Oh, it has gone, sorry, but let it be, no more, because I have done off, I did the things here, and landing lights off, and let me turn off this sound off, okay, and that will go TRA off, and that's off, and
Check.
let me set up the mix, and let me deboard this, and let me check for the texting,
Ladies and gentlemen,
and what it says, I am here, and that's my position, and the closest gate is here, it is. So the closest gate to me is B42, so let me take B42, and from 36 left to B42.
3 minutes.
Okay. B42 marked, and
Check.
actually I don't want to taxi too long. And B43, what about B43? Okay, B42, and I will be taxing. Okay, so let me to gate, next page, B, and to gate B42, here it is, yes, and by it, and let me see what's the report, and here it is the report. You can see you made a very smooth landing, perfect flight, no problem, and satisfied passengers, and you landed at scheduled airport extreme weather condition. Yeah, you see that I was out of runway because of crosswind and wind conditions and bad weather, weather conditions during approach, but a safe landing with satisfied passengers. So that's the report and what I did, and now I have to taxi towards the runway. So I'm going to record this flight. Here it is, and if I show you the total number of flights, which I will show you later, that how many flights I did till now, and what is my data and all that. That what I would like to show you to show my experience about the flying and on the simulator, not in other. Okay, I'm talking about the simulator, that how much I flight the flights and all that. So that's done. Let me turn off the flight director off as I'm waiting for the marshal car to guide me to the gate. That's the fun. And why is turned off? Probably should not be turned off. And we are still running on the engines. Okay, and that's done. Let me turn off traffic now, and let me turn off all those things till it arrives to guide me, and yeah, that will be easier for me. And here is a marshal car to guide me to the gate. Parking is released, and let us taxi to the gate. And let me turn off the flaps a little. And if I show you my landing rate, I have landed with -97. That's a nice landing. 97 feet per minute. I touched down my touchdown vertical speed. So it is not a hard landing, very smooth landing. That's why it says it is a smooth landing. And here we go. So guys, I hope that you have been enjoying this flight, this show, and the complete setup. The most difficult part is the landing part. You are coming from the altitude, and you have to analyze your glide line, and you have to line up, and all that. So many processes are there, and that is the most difficult part to perform to perform. And it is not so easy. You may go wrong with your distance, and most of the things on the finals it is all reliable on the visuals and
Check.
so here we are. Though on the ground we use rudders to turn the plane, not this yoke, but this simulator, so it is okay. We can do that, but in real world they use rudders on the ground to turn the plane left or right. Which is on the pedals like braking system. I mean rudder pedal, not rudder pedal. Rudders are used on means rudders are used in the after takeoff, and means left and taking left and right turn is done through the pedals, as well as it is also used for the braking systems. So what is it? He is taking to me. I'm not sure where I am. Okay. Sometimes it goes messy, you know, and that's the gate B42 right in front of me. Check his speed. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And here we are. And there is a marshal right in front of me, and he will guide me that how far I have to go, and let me set the parking brakes. Parking brake set. Let me go RTO and let me start the. Let me turn off the orbit now. Orbit off, and if we can let it start, and let me turn on the AP bleed on, and that's done. And flaps off, which are not.
Check.
Flaps up. Flaps are up, and 0. Flaps up and 0, and anything else. That's done. And it is asking me to stop right engine. So right engine stop. Left engine is stopped. And that is done. And let me turn off engine bleeds. Okay, and now let me make a call.
Check.
Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross check.
Lights and doors. Lights and doors.
Check. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross check. Doors disarmed. APU on the bus.
And let us check from the external view. I am little away from yeah, so let me push back. Get a push back here. It took me 2 out, means it is not reading the correct position of the gate. Okay, so that is better, and I have to do the things here. So Control J and so it is connected to the gate, and let me do the let me request for a deboarding, and here we go. Oh, parking brake is not set. Request deboarding, and fuel pumps are off and all that are off. Let me recirculation fans are off. And if I show you the show from the external view about it, so it will be asking me for deboarding. Okay, that's already open. Cargo doors are already open by that, and the deboarding has been started, and things are going off and going on, and IRS is off. Let me do the shutdown check procedures, and for that I have to go to the overhead panel, and here I go. IRS is off, and yeah, the control off, and that's off. That's the master vacation off, and one more thing I can do is that I never used that before, but I think I should do that. Let me set up the wheel chokes and do those things. Today I will do that. I've never done that before. I think that okay, I know what I do. Stand by. Here it will work, and actions, ground connections, and let me set the wheel chokes, and wheel chokes on, and connect to the air starter, connect to the ground power, connect to the ground power, air starter unit. Yes, air starter unit I need, and air condition I need, and let me turn on start it, and wait, let me first connect to the, here it is, and let me connect to the ground. Ground connected. So ground power is on, so I can turn off the APU generator now, as ground is connected. Yes, so now APU generator is off, and I am connected to the ground, and let me request for the air starter and that for the oxygen. Good, so I will be saving my fuel like this way, and that is much better to do. So this is the first time I'm doing using that, and as I have turned off the APU generator, so I can turn off the fuel pumps also, so that's not a problem with that, and all the fuel pumps are off, and if I check from the external view about the cargoes, and okay, that's done, and so let me close the doors, and So deboarding has been done. Let me close the doors. And let me remove that way. Let me remove close these, and I think yeah, deboarding completed. Okay, and now shutdown procedures. And shutdown procedure is let us go to the overhead panel, and that's okay. That's off, that is off. Fuel pumps off, and on this side fuel generator is off, engine is off, that's down, and master battery is on, that's okay. Cockpit power is off, and that's okay. That's okay, and that's done, and let me yeah, here it is. Weather radar off, that should go off. Weather radar off, and done. That's done, and that will go. Done. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps, off. Probe heat, off. Hydraulic panel, set. Flaps, up. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off. Set and check.
Weather radar.
Off. Set and check.
Off. Shutdown checklist complete.
Secure the aircraft.
Check.
Secure checklist.
Secure checklist. IRSs, off. Emergency exit lights, off. Window heat, off. Packs, off. Secure checklist complete.
And so everything is done, and now shutdown procedure. Only few things is left, and that is window cockpit off and all that off. So recirculation fans off, and that those beads goes off, and that's off. That will go off. Anything else? Nothing. So here it is everything off. Here is also everything off, and doors are closed and locked, and here it is everything is off. Yes. So now I can request for disconnecting the A2 generator, and that. So let me get back, and let me disconnect the air condition and air bleed, and let me turn off the ground power. Here it goes, ground power off, and let me disconnect the ground power and master battery switch off, which is located here, and that's it, and my flight operation is completed. So guys, that's a complete flight. You have seen starting the plane and then shutting off back. This is a complete procedure that how they do, and hold the plane is turned off. I started from cold and dark, and I am back to the cold and dark state, shutting off everything, the complete flight, the complete package of the flight, and sorry and that I was about to tell you that about my flight records. So here it is. If I show you, oh my god, I hope it is not getting hang. No, I will show. Too many clicks makes my simulator go fatal error, and I have done so many clicks. I hope that it will work. No. So guys, anyway, I will show you. Yeah, here it comes and that's showing the fatal error. Too many clicks and fatal error. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope that you liked the way I everything you liked about. Yeah, there is some towers sections which may match a little with my softwares and all that because of the sound, and but still, I hope you enjoyed. And thanks for watching. Be with me again with something new, with something else, and next time I'm going to do something very much more interesting, and that you will really enjoy it. And guys, see you soon there next time. Be with me. Have a good day. Be safe. Be happy, and bye bye.